No, this is very sus. Very suspicious.
One of these heroes is an imposter, and I can't figure out which.
I'm betting it's the Atlas. Totally out of place. Vote Atlas off, please. Oh man, but you know, Lourve Esports. I'm not sure whether they see this, right? Can you imagine if they see this, they'll be like, "Hey guys, why is it 4?
Why is there 4 of us in the squad already? No, but okay. Assuming one of these probably either didn't get picked or already got picked a little bit early. I'm not entirely sure,
Right.
but we'll figure it out later. Looking on Lourve Esports' side, they finished locking in the Thalmus as well. So it's going to be Thalmus, Jawhead, Natalia up against
Okay, let's. Okay, I'm gonna bet Lancelot is not one of the picks. He's probably the sus one. So it's gonna be Eudora, Yutong, and the Atlas, right? Let's just say Atlas gets picked, right? So seeing that the fact that Halcyon actually gets banned now, we might potentially see Team Bosskurr actually going to go for the Link pickup if they want to go for it. Oh, sorry. Thank you so much, production. Thank you so much, production. So apparently, I ejected the wrong guy. Atlas is the one that's sus here. He's the bad guy here. He's not supposed to be there. He's the bug.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now I take back what I was saying. So it would not be a Link since Lancelot is
so they locked in the Eudora as well as the Lancelot in place. Okay, that's fair enough. I can definitely see the benefits there.
I can live with that.
Yeah, I can live with that. The Atlas felt kind of like out of place. Like, you know, we've never seen any Atlas. All of a sudden, Atlas within the second rotation is like,
yeah, but
what's the call for it?
I know, but the reason why I suspected Lancelot is because Atlas looks really cool with that animation there.
Don't lie. You thought it was Lancelot because he was on the far right.
Yeah.
Gotcha, nerd.
Simplicity at its finest, right?
Simplicity truly at its finest. All right, final two bans. Final 2 bans for both of these teams is going to be the Yi Shin as well as the Cyclops. Interesting. Okay, I can understand that. The Helker as well as the Valir. Helker as well as the Valir. Huh.
Okay, so I get it, alright. So possibly the Valir and the Helka is just possibly just for this Lancelot alone. Because let's be honest, once he dives in, he can mitigate a lot of damage with the Thorn Rolls, but he can only mitigate like 1 or 2 things, right? And once he gets out of it, he's pretty much a done deal. Ooh, Saber!
Oh! And this is the new Saber, by the way. So he's got all that cool stuff where he can like boomerang his blades around and stuff like that. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And his ultimate hurts a lot now.
Yeah, that's going to be so much fun because now, I mean, the one thing that hasn't really changed too much is his ult. It's still going to be I'm going to look at that guy's going to die.
It's definitely going to be a fun time for either Natalia or Claude either. Once he gets his hands on top of that too, that's going to be pretty much a done deal as well. Since Natalia is going to be going for that split push too, so the mini saber gets her into his side, that's pretty much a dead deal for her.
Yeah, and now, once again, Lourve Esports making sure that they have everything that they need. They even have bringing out the Kodita as well. So at least they have, you know, multiple targets who aren't necessarily going to be prime targets. The only person who's going to be a prime target is going to be Claude. Natalia's going to be situational. Right. Kodita is going to be impossible to catch her because she's just going to go down into the ground. And what are you going to do about that, Saber?
You know, but the thing is, what I'm really worried right now, especially for Lourve Esports actually as well. Sure, they have their primary engagement that's going to be the Jawhead as well, but he's not really as tank compared to the rest, compared to Kufra or even the Yutong as well. So how this game is going to go, I'm going to assume that Lourve Esports is going to be super aggressive, taking the initiative towards this early game, get that tempo for themselves, maintain it, assert that dominance until the point where Team Bosskurr is unable to turn things around, because if they don't do that, I think Team Bosskurr is actually going to outscale them in this game.
Well, yeah, the early game is really going to be controlled by the supports at this point in time, because again, you don't really have hard initiators, especially at level 1 from both sides, because yes, you have the Jawhead, but you can't expect him to go by himself, and Kodita can only do so much, so I doubt she's going to be paired up with him. Natalia is looking for information. Saber is basically just going to be standing there for a large amount of the game.
But then again, sadly, it is not, Parasite will not be playing the Gushin, but still, Saber still an assassin class. I just have to be fine with it, I guess.
Yeah, just gotta live with it. Just gotta live with it. It looks like Team Bosskurr is gonna start off with 1-3-1 opening here. Orange Lourve gonna take full advantage onto the bottom side, seeing that it is Saber. Thamus quickly proxies the wave. Up onto the top side, HY inside, up completely obliterating Kaiser. The amount of damage coming out of this man. Woo! I mean, that's gonna hurt.
You have to literally respect the claw dash of the Natalia. She's pretty much banned for a reason too as well. But anyway, Kuja's gonna be able to force, try to delay this red buff being taken for as long as he can. And not to say he's gonna be able to safely secure while that jungle can, because remember Johet, really great jungler if you actually play him right.
Yeah, and right now you can see that Kuja is taking quite a bit of damage coming in from this Saber. Like, oh no, wait, hold on. HY going in quite hard, and it looks like they're going straight for the dive onto Kaiser. It's a little early, but they're able to manage the aggro of the turret like it's nothing. Great use of the battle mirror image coming in from Orange Lourve Esports.
So I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Aggression. Get that early game tempo in control of themselves. And what's even better, they're actually trying to, because they know they may not be able to control that bottom lane, but at least they can manage to secure that top side. But sadly, Kuja on the other hand instantly gets melted down. It's going to be a 1-for-1 for both of these teams here.
I like it. It's a good mirror it's a good mirroring from either side. They both understand it's like, hey, we got to hit the weakest links. And Kuja, he was low, and he put himself in that position. So good on Team Bosskurr, looking for some retribution for their fallen comrade in the top lane.
Definitely much. Ooh, guys, has to quickly back away. Thankfully enough, he has his Furious Dive, so he's going to be able to back off safely as well. Whew. Loving that Teresa skin, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely loving it. Now, the way this game, I'm expecting it to go is especially, I'm especially curious about Team Bosskurr because it feels very reactive with what they're doing so far. They haven't been proactive just yet. They're looking to hit their level 4s first, and once everybody hits level 4, I want to see how much they ramp up this game. Oh, wow, the ejector into ejectors. Scott getting absolutely bumped upwards, almost losing all of his life. Kaiser jumps straight onto HY, making sure that he doesn't get a cheeky little cleanup kill.
Cheeky, very cheeky indeed, but it looks like Orange Lourve Esports is going to be able to safely secure the first tower inside the game. Kuja on the other hand, definitely not having the fun time against Fakers as instantly comes in with the burst alongside with Sakura as well. Going to be safely securing that one kill for his team. But here comes, nothing to say, with the Unstoppable Force, but Fakes was able to pop the door. Probably skill just in time as well, just to mitigate the amount of damage from that Unstoppable Force.
Yeah, Fake still got it. He timed that perfectly. He perfectly timed that. And overall, I mean, it's going pretty well for either side, but Orange Lourve Esports are on, a faster speed. They're making the moves quicker. They're making the moves more efficient. Team Bosskurr just looking like they're catching up. But now that everybody's hit that level 4 stage of the game, let's see how they are going to ramp things up, because this is their time to shine.
Definitely their time to shine as well, but Orange Lourve Esports, they know that's pretty much why they're currently sticking with themselves, right? They already opened up the top lane. They want to try to look for a little bit more fights. They want to secure this turtle. Either way, turtle's gonna be instantly get started by GG. But sadly, I think GG accidentally resetted the turtle, and now they had to try to redo it again. Scott instantly finds it out. None of the same possibly on Unstoppable Force. He doesn't care who he catches as long as he catches one. But with the bouncing ball, he's gonna be instantly get cancelled out here. But here comes the re-engage coming from the side of the team. Black Dragon comes all the way to the back line. Selling out dear friend. Hey, HY instantly gets literally disrupted and cancelled out for alongside with nothing to say. And I believe this is going to be a very free and easy turtle to be taken away by Team Bosskurr.
Yep, Team Bosskurr coming in pretty hard there. Oh, wait, hold on, aim. He quickly goes into his ult. He tries to get out of there, but once again, Yuzong is just sitting right on top of it. Luckily, there are no more minions to kind of save him from that situation and sit under the turret longer. GG now in trouble, forced to use the Blazing Dwight, getting auto-attacked to death. Fakes making sure that that puncture passive is going to be used to its maximum effect.
Oh man, but anyway, Nandese gotta be a little careful. He's gonna be walking right into the bush of Scott, but then again, he is just Scott, so it's totally fine. Gonna be doing a couple of skirmishes. HY on the other, making sure he's currently out of the range and the sauna as well, because he really want to try to get towards his back line. But there's just too many members of Team Bosskurr that's currently just clumping together to ensure that they would not get picked off by any members. Kuja on the other, still doing a great job with that top lane. But you see a beautiful stun and lockdown that's gonna be allowing Face to instantly get a beautiful kill. And not too too far behind. Parasite was able to assassinate another player. The double assassin comp is working quite well against our Lourve Esports.
Oh, of course it is. And Kuja gets locked into the wall with the Tyrant's Rage, followed up by the perfect execution. There's nothing they could do. Even GG is like, nah, fam, I am out. Do not want to be part of this any more than I should. Orange Lourve Esports really can't seem to find a way to actually get into the team composition now that they have the ultimates. Parisai, he's walking pretty close. He's got the slow. GG turns around with red buff as well, just to ensure that Parisai doesn't go any further.
But this time, Team Bosskurr is right now in the lead, not just in scores, but also in net worth as well by pretty much 2K. But we see that the fact that Team Bosskurr still doesn't really want to assert that dominance, but at the same time, even if they don't assert that dominance, they just pretty much know that they have better engages, better initiators, and when it comes to just instantly silencing a player from the game, they know they have the damage and items to go for it.
Yeah, but they are playing a very responsive game into what Orange Lourve Esports is doing so far. I mean, yes, it is 2-2 when it comes to the Torrents, but you can already see that bottom tier 1, the only reason is that it's alive is that Team Bosskurr has put more priority into it. Nothing to say it gets hit by the initial engagement from Scott, but again, no follow-up from the rest of the team. It looks like they aren't going to dedicate any of their resources to ensure his death.
Nothing to say, still holding out towards that tri-brush as well. Kuja on the other hand, HY getting ready to get the go for the pounce if possible. Nothing to say, finds his opening, but suddenly the turtle will be safely secure. Wrong way is going to be coming in as well, but instantly not going to be good enough as out there Fred fakes, just has too much damage, instantly assassinated GG, and the rest of the team instantly has to disengage and fall back to look for a better opportunity.
Yeah, but look at the split push going on. Like every single time they are trying to contest for these minimum objectives.
No.
Oh no, he's dead. He's gonna die. Bam, dead. Parisai making sure that he's completely negating this Natalia, punishing her for the fact that she doesn't naturally have a lot of health or defense. So just a point and click weapon there coming in from Saber, that 3-point strike. Woo!
Oh man, the triple strike, 3-point strike, and even with he didn't even use if I'm not mistaken, he didn't use the triple sweep either, right? His ultimate.
Oh yeah, he did use the ultimate. That's how he caught her.
Oh.
He's just like, haha, surprise, got you, 1, 2, 3, and just popped my regular S1 and just walked up to you.
Sadly, I guess I missed that out, man.
It just happened so fast.
Yeah, I mean, it happened so fast, and oh no, actually I was drinking water. So yes, definitely for all of our amazing viewers back at home, thank you guys for joining. And of course, don't forget to drink water because a lot of more amazing games happening, and you guys need to cheer up for your team.
Yeah, but so far, I mean, this game has been going pretty okay for Team Bosskurr by far. I don't think Orange Lourve Esports really have an answer to deal with the amount of ultimates. They kind of have to bait out the ultimates from Team Bosskurr, but they're very hard to miss. Like, there's no way Parisai is not going to be able to get the right target with that 3 sweeps. I mean,
definitely for sure. And the worst part as well, nothing to say, with the Unstoppable Force always gets cancelled out by the bouncing ball. It just makes it even more harder for him to get on top of many players. And speaking of getting on top of it, they managed to get on top of Kaiser, instantly locking him down, nuking him around, and make sure that he will not be able to pop off that Black Dragon transformation in time.
Yeah, they have to isolate their targets. Like, Orange Lourve Esports cannot just simply run into the team fight of 5 and expect to win it because their priority, their cores are going to get instantly bursted down. So you just have to play it one step at a time, look at the situation, have that awareness, and kind of play the team fight front to front.
Scott going to be charging up the Tyrant's Revenge, instead jumping into an empty bush, but then again, gives as much information towards his team. Natalia, on the other hand, or in this case, HY, doing quite a great job split pushing that ball lane, but he needs to quickly rotate to really assist the team because now they gets caught with the Tyrant Race as well. That's pretty big as well, but aim instantly with the rough race, instantly coming in, has to back off and make sure the rest of the team gone to the big. Unstoppable Force, he gets on top of face. That was pretty big. That was amazing. And now Team Bosskurr instantly has to rotate back because they know that the majority of the team is not really here and ready to fight this battle.
Wow, that was a really sick play coming in from Nothing to Say. That was legit so sick. But now he walks up, takes all the damage. Now the team can go in. They've got no more ultimates to spare. Nothing to Say literally lives with 1 HP, and GG, he is going absolutely nuts with his Kuja. He doesn't care anymore. They've got no abilities. Who cares? Kaiser, you can try your best. They're trying to jump on top of him, but even with Saber, he can only do so much with his abilities. Reducing him down. Utah, the next to fall, and GG able to pick him up, trying to put his damage in, and looking to pick up the next kill for himself. He's still 0-1-4. He wants to get that gold.
Definitely wants to get that gold for himself, but Blue is going to be safely secure on the hands of GG. Aim on the other hand, trying to see if he can go for another pickup for the team. Nothing to Say. He doesn't really have the flicker, but here comes comes HY doing significant amount of damage towards Parasite, and now the rest of the team has to reset themselves because they know they can't re-siege that tier 1 tower just yet.
That was some good play coming in from Orange Lourve Esports. They know that their win conditions is solely based on whether Team Bosskurr uses their ultimates. The moments the ultimates are down, the lockdown is gone, they can go in and there's nothing much they have to fear about because they're so dependent on those abilities.
Yes, but also at the same time, Luck had a play in this game as well, because nothing to say, still alive, by the way.
I think he was expecting to die, to be perfectly honest.
But Sally Kuja, I believe he will die in this top lane from that 3-man gang. But that's totally fine because Kuja did an amazing job. He already forced out the entire lane and very close towards the top inhibitor as well.
Yeah, they had to use 2 full ults to make sure he dies. And you know, that's the big deal. Oh, Sakura in trouble. HY picks him up. Oh, Fix is able to get the return kill. Not too bad. Nothing to say. Can't really do too much about it. Unfortunately, GG getting one shot by Parisai. Oh my goodness.
I told you, man, the triple sweep is painful, man. It hurts. It really hurts. And he's an assassin as well. So the fact that he was able to assassinate out the marksman here, really great pickup. It's going to be allowing them to safely secure this Lord. But Aim has another thing to say about it as he instantly nukes down Fakes with the rough waves. And sadly, the skill will not be able to connect as well. He instantly has to back off. The Lord get reset. Well played coming up from Aim. The man bringing in the pain.
Wow, this guy's reaction time. How did he? What? Okay, let me just recap this. My brain just cannot function. Hold on. 3 sweeps coming in into nothing to say. He's trying to get out of the turret range, but finally Kaiser is able to hit him back. Oh, all right. So first of all, Aim goes in. He picks up a kill. All right, looking pretty good. Scott comes flying through with the Tyrant's Revenge. Completely misses. Uses the flickers in Tyrant's Rage to try and grab somebody off the guard. Does complete and doesn't actually get it because Aim was able to slide on out of the Lord Pit itself. Oh my goodness, that reaction time, I literally cannot believe it.
I told you, Aim is a small criminal, you know? He's making Michael Jackson's go he pretty much back in the grave.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I just completely missed out what happened on screen. I'm still in such shock with this kid's freaking reaction time. I cannot believe it.
Dude, it's just really amazing stuff that Aim is really bringing inside this game because he totally understands that someone has to step up because Team Bosskurr is just now was in the lead. He stepped up. He showed what needs to be done, and now his team pretty much I wouldn't say even things out, but they managed to bring it back, slowly catching up towards Team Bosskurr's net worth here.
Yeah, I mean they're doing a good job. They've evened it out, even though the kill score is 5 kills down. Not a big deal. I mean it's 32.8k to 32.3, 500 difference. Not a big deal.
Oh no, Scott's gonna be charging up that Tyrant Revenge, gonna not be able to connect at all, but Aim's able to dash back and fall. But with the Eudora, with Sakura in his face, sadly Aim will not be able to get out of that kind of situation.
Yeah, this is starting to become really tough because the ultimates are taking the ultimates are are really short cooldown for some of the Kaiser getting absolutely shredded by GG. The problem right now is that GG can't survive long enough to actually get his full potential of damage out, and he can't seem to get those kills as well, so that's slowing him down just a wee bit.
Dude, I love it. GG just now, while doing a little bit of damage towards Kaiser, his Spy Senses kicked in and he instantly backed off because he knows that something's not right with that brush.
Something's up with it. HY, he gets caught out. Sakura, he sensed it. He's like, something didn't feel right. Nothing to say. He's trying to walk up. Could they actually go for the steal here? Potentially unstoppable force going all the way to the back. Nothing to say is going to get on top of Scott, but that's not going to be enough. HY gets a cheeky kill there. Big ult coming in. Nothing to say. Once again, finds another opportunity to take out Scott as well as Sakura in the process. GG unable to pick up the kill in time.
By the way, Aim is here. He sees an opening. He wants Parasite. There's the flicker, the ejected combo. Here comes HY instantly with the rough waves. Aim once again washes him away.
Oh man, this is just a game of who can one-shot who faster. Like, Parisai is making sure GG is not having a fun time in this game. He's already died to him 3 times because of that friggin' ult, so what can he do?
That's actually what I'm really concerned right now, right? So Parisai, the minute he commits his ultimate, assassinates one person, that's pretty much all he can pretty much do, right? Because but let's be honest, like sure, his right-click damage is painful, but it's not as like detrimental compared to his ultimate, which literally can just one-shot GG inside every.
His what?
His ultimate.
Before that, his what?
His
right-click damage?
Yeah, his right-click damage. No, sorry, no, I said auto damage.
Nah.
I said auto attack. I said auto attack.
I'm watching you.
You caught me. You caught me once back in regular season. It will never happen again.
PC Master Race boy, I'm on to you. I can smell it. I can smell that GTX off of you.
Yeah. Sorry, it's RTX, boy.
No. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, let's look back into this game. Currently, I mean, both sides are really taking their time because, again, it really is a game of one-shots. Nobody has an opportunity to really react, well, except the aim, of course. But let's see whether he can do it one more time because, again, no real objectives have been taken from either side. Nobody can seem to find any leeway because it's such a back and forth.
I mean, literally it just comes down to not who just nukes down who first. It's pretty much who catches who first. It all comes down to literally just for the hand of Orange Lourve Esports is whether or not to say he's going to make that one amazing play. Because let's be honest, the only time aim can actually dive into nuke someone is where he just knows the fact that he would not get nuked down first before engaging the rest of the team.
Yeah, but that still doesn't solve the problem of what GG is facing right now. He can't get into Okay, all right, that's 1, 2 ultimates already down, 3 ultimates already down. This is going to be a big game. HY, he buys a little bit of time. He gets one shot almost straight away by Parisai. And the rest of the team, Kaiser, they're pulling in through and they're trying to lock GG into place. And now this is bad. Kaiser right in the smack of it. Finds 2. GG turns over with a battle mirror image. This is what they've been waiting for. Orange Lourve Esports trying to turn this around, trading 1 for 1, looking good, but unfortunately Eudora found his number 3 for 1. Team Bosskurr find a way to disrupt the formation of Orange Lourve Esports and are hitting harder than ever.
Ooh, Kuja's gonna be gotta be a little bit careful as well. Ultimate's gonna be thrown down once again by the Eudora, but then again, even though Team Bosskurr won that fight there, they instantly have to back off because Orange Lourve Esports, or Kuja in this case, did a phenomenal... Both Kuja and HY did a phenomenal job pushing out, ensuring that both of the side lanes will be pushed in, and Team Bosskurr knows that even without having the minion waves in the mid lane, they have to back off.
See, the problem is right now is that Orange Lourve Esports have realized, yeah, we're at quite a significant disadvantage because we can't necessarily force out ultimates from Team Bosskurr, and the only person who can really absorb it is Nothing to Say. Everybody else dies in just one hit.
You know, honestly, I thought it was really fantastic for Orange, man. I was like, hey, Nothing to Say still alive, pop 3 ultimates. I'm like, this is the moment. And then HY gets caught from the back line. I'm like, yeah. I
mean, it was an attempt to kind of split up the composition of Team Bosskurr because it depends on who has that, you know, solid formation of having your main tanks in front, people who want to absorb the damage, and everybody else who's just waiting for the right opportunity to catch out the cores. Nobody is looking to flank because if you're isolated, you're basically as good as dead.
I mean, definitely for sure. By the way, ooh, HY once again, Kuja doing what he does best, going with the split push towards his bottom lane, ensuring before they actually try to engage towards his Luminous Lord. However, Scott is going to be able to find aim, and this might be a little bit too risky for him as well. Pop the wrong way just to try to back off. Face on the other, finds GG, goes to the Thorn Rose, finds him by GG, still alive, popping the Blazing Duel, and thankfully enough, he will be able to survive this. But however, I don't think he's going to be sticking around long enough to actually try to reduce this Luminous Lord. But thank God for Kuja,
just disrupt them.
Pushing, he's holding them on and making sure they actually try to get away from the Luminous Lord. Kaiser finds it, goes for the Furious Dive, so they would not be able to connect. And Kuja, within movements, he's going to be able to back off. But look at it, 3 members currently isolated from the rest of the team as well. Eudora is currently on the way, but Sally fakes, barely alive, instantly get popped off, and GG has the Blazing Duet and getting ready to jump right back into the mix once again.
Oh no, Parisai, he used his ult already. GG, he's sick of it. He's done with it. You can literally see the legitimate fear of him using his battle mirror image over the wall, and the moment Parisai drops his ult, you know it's over for him.
Oh man, this is really great as well. But anyway, Luminous Lord gonna be safely secured, hopefully in this case, unless Scott decides to make a play. But AIM just doing a phenomenal job just trying to chase him away. So Luminous Lord safely secured, and now Orange Lourve Esports finally turning things around. The comeback is real, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see whether they will be able to close things out.
Oh man, they sent way too many people to deal with Kuja there. Way too many people. Yuzong was already enough. They didn't need to send Sakura, and unfortunately, that just meant 3 of their members absolutely getting destroyed.
Just really tough one to see, but either way, still waiting for the Lord to be summoned out. Bottom lane slowly being pushed out alongside with the top side. Mid lane naturally being pushed in, but Scott was able to find aim. Aim no chance had to pop the ultimate with the wrong ways. But suddenly Scott literally gets abandoned by the rest of the team here. But he still has his immortality, so he's going to be eventually coming back. But they're playing for another long as the knockout will secure his fate.
Huh. All right. So that happened. I'm kind of interested because they didn't see GG for a decent amount of time. So they had 1 or 2 options. Either stand in a position where they can actually force out Orange Lourve Esports to back away or completely give him up. And they decided to just completely give him up. I don't know if that was 100% the right decision because I definitely think they could have been able to get the pick, especially off of Kadita.
But anyway, Divine Glaive going to be picked up from aim as well, so it's going to be doing even more damage. By the way, going to be a little bit too close to comfort as well, but mid inhibitor eventually will fall. Parasite getting a little bit too close to comfort, but he is confident he's going to be able to escape out of that kind of situation. GG, looking at the rest of the team, trying to hit the throne for themselves, but suddenly GG gets caught off guard again, but thankfully he has to see with the Blazing Duet coming in instantly, popping the exhaust. Sakura is dead for the count. Scott 2 seconds away, but Orange Lourve Esports goes for the throne, and they end this game with a comeback. Ladies and gentlemen, they cleared things out with 2-0. Well played, Orange Lourve Esports.
Game one, fair enough, Orange Lourve Esports won, but it's not like, you know, any big of a deal. But that second game, they definitely should be proud of. They were at such a disadvantage. It's unbelievable how they just macroed their way out of it. And Team Bosskurr, they basically were just rolling the dice, not even really rolling the dice, it's just making sure that they could kind of balance it out. But it's time to throw it over to the Atlas. Lafell.
Hello, thank you English and Malay casters. Ya, dekat situ kita boleh nampak di mana Orange Lourve Esports berjaya untuk menang 2-0. But it was not an easy win. They definitely put out their best show over there. And it's a common complaint that many Bosskurr fans, they're like, we don't care that you lose, but we want you to lose fighting. So dekat dalam game ni, I rasa the Bosskurr fans, dorang kena ada sedikit rasa lega sebab yes, Bosskurr kalah. Tapi dorang kalah dengan cara yang sangat-sangat, I would say, in a very good way. So, tanpa melengahkan masa, kita akan tengok highlight yang dibawakan khas oleh Yudo untuk nampak apa yang terjadi dekat dalam game tadi. Pada bahagian awal game, kita nampak Kaiser, dia sentiasa ditarget. Honestly, satu pilihan yang bagus daripada Orange Lourve Esports. Dan Scott, unfortunately dekat game ni, dia susah sangat nak tangkap aim. Okay? Aim yang gunakan Kadita dekat sini, very, very difficult. Tapi Turtle ni, pada the first game,